Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Jackson versus Jackson. I'm your guy, Erik T. Jackson, and I'm by myself today. I'm rocking solo. Your boy AJ, and I will be back, I believe, tomorrow, and we'll have we'll break down a lot of what's happened this weekend in sports, football, basketball, uh news, you name it, we'll break it down. But today I wanted to jump on here so I can talk to specifically uh a group of people, my Aggie brothers, uh those that graduated from A&M, those that love A&M, that follow A&M. uh Wanted to talk about recruiting. So uh that's something that I love. I've been following recruiting nationally for 15 years. Been following and recruiting way before that. Okay. Before the rivals rankings, been following recruiting. So I truly enjoy it. Uh, and now, with that being said, let's jump into the early signing portion of recruiting. Okay. Just wanted to go through the list of early signees that our Aggies have signed so far. Let's start with Naquil B-Tran. He's a big tackle out of Philadelphia, Northeast. That brother is about 6'7", 315, uh, 3-star, but they love him. He's a mauler. So looking for big things from him. Colton Thomason, 6'8", 347. He's out of Smithson Valley, Texas, here in San Antonio. So we have a 6'7" tackle, a 6'8" tackle, and he's a freshman, guys. Man, I can only imagine how big their old men are, their grandparents or somebody in their family. 6'7", 6'8". Colton Thomason, he's a 5'9", a 5.9, 4-star. Let's see. We have a quarterback in this class, Marcel Reed, who came on at the last minute, the last week or so. I didn't know much about him. He's a 4-star. He's number one. He's the number 6 quarterback in this class. He was committed to Ole Miss, and we snatched him from Ole Miss. He decommitted from there, committed to us. Uh, Rylan Kennedy, who we have as a linebacker, but he also could play rush end, edge, defensive end, 6'4", 220, from Lake Ridge, Mansfield. Damian Sanford from Katy Patel, or Pato. He's 6'3", 200-pound. They have him as an inside linebacker. So I hear he's a speedy guy. He may be able to play inside or outside. He's signed. We have Tyler White, who is also signed. Awesome. He's a kicker. Uh, I guess he did punts and field goals for South Lake Carroll. Looks like we have him as a punter, but he's just a kicker. So I'm not sure what he'll play for us yet, either kicker or punter, but he's a good one. Averaged 48 yards a punt last season. Now, let's look at Bravion Rogers, cornerback from LaGrange. He's in the fold. He's a top 50 recruit in the country. Dalton Brooks, who was an athlete for Shiner. here in Texas. 6'2", 180. He ran the ball. He played defense. For us, we're looking for him at safety. That's what he'll probably play for us. He's a 5.9 4-star guy. Now let's look at the offensive line again. TJ Shanahan Jr. He's a 5-star in this class. One of 2 5-stars that we plucked in this class. He's 6'5", 315 pounds, number 1 at his position, number 22 nationally. He's a mauler. He's super strong, reminds everyone of Bryce Foster. And he doesn't, as far as I know, he doesn't do the shot or the discus. So maybe, or he's not planning on doing it here at College Station. So I think that hurt Bryce. I think that'll help TJ. Let's look at a running back that we flipped also. Ruben Owens out of El Campo, Texas. Ruben Owens the second, actually. He's a 6.0 4-star. Number 1 at his position. Number 27 in the country. He was a Louisville commit. Louisville coach he left Louisville and maybe went to Cincinnati, if I'm remembering correctly. But Ruben Owens opened up his recruitment again and committed to A&M very quickly thereafter. Huge get for us. We may add one more running back in this class, but I haven't seen who we're after, so I'm not sure we will. Chance Johnson, 6'1", 210 pounds. Again, speedy, outside linebacker is what we have him as. His dad is an associate AD for A&M. He is from College Station High School in College Station. He is a 3-star. So he's probably a project, but I think he had a lot of intangibles and a lot of production. So, a lot of times when you're not well known, you're not on Rivals, rankings and all this. You have to come with the production. And his dad is at A&M, and his production was there, so we got him. And we added another linebacker. I think this is our 4th linebacker in this class. That tells you where our need is, right? Tarian York. He's out of Temple, Texas. Temple's a really good program in the Killeen area. He is 6'0", 217 pounds, and he's an inside backer. He had 120 tackles this year. And what I love is he was the district MVP 3 straight years. Not defensive MVP, but MVP. Not sure if I'm sure he played on the offensive side of the ball some, but it looks like he's a strictly defensive player. And to be the district MVP once as a defensive player, I could see that. But 3 straight times, he's got to be a baller. Now, we've added a tight end as well. Jaden Platt, the number 13 tight end in the country. He's a 4-star, though, but the number 13 tight end in the country. 6'5", 235, runs really good routes. Someone that we can line out wide or bring in to help block. Jaden Platt. Another cornerback that we signed, Javon Thomas from state champion South Oak Cliff High School in Dallas. It looked like he might get plucked from us because he was a commitment from us for a long time, but TCU was really putting on the press, and he's in that area, and he took a visit there, and we thought that they might get him, but he stuck with his commitment and signed with the good old boys. He's a 5.9 4-star. Number 9 in his position, number 74 nationally. Javon Thomas has inked with the good ones. Chase Bisontis, another offensive lineman, 6'5", 290 pounds. He's a guard. 6.0 4-star, number 47 in the country. Number 4 guard in the country. Number 47 offensive lineman in the country. Recruit in the country. He's from Ramsey, New Jersey. Don Bosco Prep. Really good program up there. Micah Tees. He's an athlete. He'll be playing receiver for us. He's out of Oklahoma, Booker T. Washington. Nice program up there. He is a 5.8 4-star, number 7 athlete in the country, the number 223rd player in the country. Micah Tees will be he's 5'11", 178. He'll be a slot receiver for us. And I know who you guys have been waiting to hear about. David Hicks Jr. has signed with the good guys. He is 6'4", 255-pound strong side defensive end out of Katy Pato, the same school where we have Damian Sanford, the linebacker, as well. He's number one. David Hicks is number 1 at his position. He is number 5 nationally. So he and TJ Shanahan Jr. are our 2 5-star acquisitions. So those are a couple of guys that we, and those are the main guys that we have signed. I think we've signed all. No, so let's look at D lineman that we have. Okay, we the D lineman from Atascocita. Samu Tawamanu Pepe, 6'4", 390. So he hadn't signed yet. From what I hear, he signed, but he didn't want it released publicly until January, his birthday or something like that. But somehow it got out. So I did hear that, yeah, he has signed. So it looks like that's everyone that was on our commitment list, plus a couple that weren't, that signed. We also, from the portal, let's talk about the portal real quick. We lost, it's been well documented how many guys we've lost from the portal, or how many guys have gone into the portal. We haven't lost that many yet. And depending on who wants to come back and if we have any spots available, we may get some of those guys back. So that's what people don't tell you. Well, A&M lost, they've lost 20 guys to the portal. No, 20 guys have entered the portal, but only a handful of those guys have signed elsewhere, maybe 10, but I believe it's less than that. So, but one guy that we did grab from the portal here recently was cornerback Tony Grimes out of North Carolina. I think he spent 3 years in North Carolina. He'll be a senior for us. He'll have 1 year available. And A&M was number 2, was runner-up to North Carolina in his recruitment. So, I take it we stayed in contact, or he really liked us. He got tired of, the spot where he was at. And just a quick side note, his defensive coordinator, Gene Chizik, was my defensive coordinator in college when I played at Stephen F. Austin in the mid-90s. So I know Coach Chizik. I played in his zone scheme. I was a safety. And we had a pretty good run of things before he went off to Central Florida and then Auburn and then did what he did. But yeah, he was at Stephen F. Austin, and I was one of his players. So Tony Grimes is a good one, good size, good ability, and he gives us depth there. So let's look at the national team rankings. Texas A&M jumped all the way from outside of the top 25, 20. I believe they might have been number 22, all the way to number 14. And climbing, 14 with a bullet. And they're climbing. So, and let's see at the total classes. Alabama's number one. They have 28 total recruits. Georgia has 27. They're number two. Let's see. LSU has 25. Oklahoma 25. Oregon 27. So everybody that's in front of A&M has way more signees than we have. USC has 20. So A&M has 18 signees, and we're number 14 in the country. USC is 13 with 20. Florida is number 12 with 20. And Ohio State is number 4 with 20. And that's most impressive. Everybody else has 23, 25 signees. So, you know, obviously when it's based on cumulative points, and they'll get their share of 4 stars, of course they're going to be ranked in the top 10 and top 5. UT, 23 total signees. They are number 3 in the country. All right. But I like to look at average number of stars. Alabama's number 1. Their average number of stars. Average number of stars is 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. Average them together, take the total number of recruits and divide by that, and you'll get the average number of stars. Alabama is number 1 with 4.04. They're not number 1, but they're number 1 in the country. Ohio State, number 4 in the country, they average 4.05 stars. Georgia averages 3.89 stars. UT averages 3.74 stars. Texas A&M averages 3.78 stars. So even though UT is number 3 in the country, our players average a higher star rating than them, and you know they rank the stars based on what they believe. But obviously, we have some guys that are 3-star caliber guys that we really believe in, like the old lineman Naquil from New Jersey. No, Philadelphia. Sorry, we have the kicker who's a 3 star. All kickers are 3 stars if they're any good. If they're not good, they'll be 2 stars. They don't give kickers 4 stars very often. So that's where we stand as far as recruiting goes. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Email me. Leave them in the comments. Appreciate you guys listening. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm Erik T. Jackson. This has been another episode of Jackson versus Jackson. And we're out.